A quick aside on Claude Code versus GitHub Copilot. I am going to switch back to GitHub Copilot. I'm going to talk you through this and why. So that last video or couple of videos on the UI took a crazy amount of time, 2 hours. So first thing to say, and this isn't a problem with Claude Code per se, it's a configuration thing. But that front-end design skill, which will be a problem with the skill, it just put Claude in a completely different mode. Now that had pros and cons. As I say, it took nearly 2 hours with about a 30-minute break in the middle because I had to wait for my session to reopen. I funded it, so because I was like, oh, I want to get this UI finished, thinking it would sort of was near finished. Chuck $5 in. And it's just crazy how quick it burnt through the $5. So their fees for overage are steep. So that's a different problem. But then like this front end design skill, I mean, it did a lot more testing validations. So that's part of the skill. It's not a Claude Code problem. It was auto committing, which I didn't like. Again, that'll be fixable. I had to keep like approving every little terminal change, and I know that's a setting. So those things are fixable. That is not what this is about. The costs, I can tell it's more expensive. So I did run with Copilot, and it's $10 a month, Australian dollars. So $10 Australian is going to be about $8 US. So a little bit more. Like exchange rate's about 1.4. So divide my numbers by 1.4, you'll get the US numbers. I assume it's cheaper in the US anyway. So GitHub Copilot is cheaper. Starts at $10 a month. Whereas the Pro plan here for Claude starts at $39. So I'm like, I don't need Max. I'm not doing the kind of work yet that would benefit from Max, nor do I want to pay what is 200 AU dollars a month for Max. I've gone over Claude Copilot's $10 a month fee, and they go, hey, you've burnt through your premium request, pay an overage like Claude did. But I know because once you go, yeah, charge me for overage, it doesn't burn at the rate Claude did. And I mean, I don't know whether it was just this front-end design skill specifically that went, I'm going to burn your money. But you can see here, like, I'm burnt on this session window. I burnt the previous session window. I'm already at 50% through the week. My week starts, as you can see, midday Monday. So I'm only 2 days through, just over, and I'm halfway done. And then there's that extra $5 I threw in, and it just burnt that immediately. So I'm down $39 for the plan for the month. Could well run into a you're out of gas for the week, and an extra $5 in the bin as well. There's no way I would have spent this much with Copilot. The only reason I got Claude was because I was like, oh, code work, I kind of want to try that. And I was sort of under the impression that there were features in Claude Code that I was missing out on in GitHub, the way things work, the way it picks up agent files, all that kind of stuff. I can tell you it's exactly the same. It works fine. So the other benefit with Copilot is you've got access to everything. So when I'm saying I'm going to go back to Copilot, it's not like I'm dropping off Claude models. I will be back on Claude Sonnet 4.6. So essentially, I'm still going to be in Claude Code. It's just it's going to be running within GitHub Copilot, not within Claude Code. And it's cheaper, and the overage is easier to sort of manage cost-wise. And then if I get bored one day and decide I want to go to GPT Codex, I can do that, or Grok, throw Elon some cash. You got the whole lot. So, yeah, what else have I got here? Burnt my usage hard. I'm saying this seemed to take way longer than equivalent size features I've built. This may just be that front-end skill. That may have just like over-engineered it. And I mean, it's certainly high quality. Like there were no issues, but it's not like I'm used to Copilot creating or Sonnet creating code with that many issues, different from this. This just ran a long time and produced a almost working output first time, which is great. But yeah, so cheaper to run. The overage, as I say, $5 down already. If I feed another $5 into it, that's Copilot for the month. So there's no point putting $10 in Claude when I can just go, okay, I'll just pay for Copilot for a month for $10, and I've got Copilot as well as a Claude subscription at the moment. As I said, GitHub has all the models. Overage is nowhere near as expensive. So yeah, I'm going to be going back to Copilot end of month when Claude runs out. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how Microsoft are effectively making Sonnet cheaper, because it feels like it's cheaper, or there's something about how Claude is configured where it's burning through tokens a bit more. I think the other point of observation, nothing data backed, is that narrative script number 3 in here. That's expensive because I'm funding an API key through Anthropic as well, which I'll continue to do because I need that. That's an expensive prompt to run, given the bill I've got for it so far. So I don't know. My feeling here is that Anthropic is a little on the pricey side compared to certainly GitHub, which uses Anthropic, and certainly OpenAI's. Some of OpenAI's models are better. I'll need to dial down certainly the script to use Sonnet 4.5, maybe drop lower, see what the results are like. That'll bring costs way down because the latest models are orders of magnitude more expensive than the previous ones. But yeah, this is where I'm currently at. So goodbye Claude Code at the end of the month and back to Copilot.